And of course, I am so excited. Good afternoon and welcome to the number one station in the nation, GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. Yours truly, Pastor Kevin, doing what I love because I simply love what I'm doing. And at this particular time during the day, I really get kind of excited. I love it when individuals decide they want to stop by and kind of tell us who they are and what they're doing, and of course the journey that they're on. And before I get into that, let me thank God for the other platforms that have made a decision to adjust their schedule to be here with us on today. We thank God for all of you, and thank God for each and every one of you who has decided to tune in on this afternoon right here on the number one station in the nation, GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. Yours truly, Pastor Kevin. And of course, on today, I am so grateful. I'm honored, I'm privileged, and I am blessed. This young lady is one of our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network, and Simi is here. And of course, all we need you to do is stop by our platform, GMAP1.com. That's GMAP, the number one.com. Click on the tab that is simply titled Featured Authors, and you will see a copy of the publication that I'm currently showing you on our screen. And I tell you, Rogue, I am excited about it. I want you to be excited about it. Share it with all of your followers, family, and friends. Click on that cover. It will take you to the necessary location. Find out more intimate information and details about the author as well as the publication. No further ado. And of course, we introduce to some and present to others this amazing young lady. Simi is here. Good afternoon, Simi. How you doing?
I'm good. Good afternoon, Pastor Kevin. Thanks for
Oh, you
having
sound
me.
like you are in great spirits on today.
Yeah. Yes,
My
I am.
goodness. Well, how I am so grateful. First of all, let me thank you so much for being here with us on today, adjusting your schedule. I know your schedule is busy, especially over the holidays. And thank you also so much for accepting the invitation to be a part of our broadcast network family here at GMAP. No further ado, I want you to do me a kind favor. Simply introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. Tell us where you're from. Who is Simi? Tell us about you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, Pastor Kevin. I'm so happy to be here, and to all our listeners, I'm so happy to, meet you all on the air.
Mm.
Um, and Merry Christmas.
Yep, yep.
My name is Simitola Ogwinka, and originally from Nigeria. I moved here to the United States with my family some 8 years ago, and I'm a wife, mother, pastor's wife as well.
Mm.
I think there's a difference between being wife and being pastor's wife, but
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
story
yeah.
story for another day. And I have four adult kids. Um, I like saying that, after saying they're adults, then I say they're kids. So
Yeah.
four adult kids.
They're always going to be our kids, I tell you.
Yeah. And I'm also a teacher. I teach writing
Mm.
to college students in the greater Philadelphia area. I have been living here in Philadelphia for, yeah, the past 8 years. And what else about me? I am a writer. That's
Mm.
what has brought me here to
Amen.
speaking with you.
Amen.
Oh, um, I have a few books to my name. I try to be humble about it, but I have like 50 titles. Yeah.
I can
And,
relate to that, I tell you.
yeah. And I started writing back when I still lived in Nigeria, which is my home country. I started writing in 2003. I've been writing consistently since then, enjoying it. I love creating stories
Mm.
across cultures. I love studying cultures. People, we're all the same. When you ask me, it's just that we have different cultures that
Yeah,
make us do things differently.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's me. You can call me Simi. My name is a mouthful, but Simi is a good short form
Huh?
for me.
It's a good start for us, huh? I tell you. Well, I thank you so very much, and once again, God bless you. And I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with us. And of
Thank
course, you have this one particular amazing publication that you have recently released, and I
you.
really would love if you would take a few moments out of your time here and just tell us a little bit about your current publication that you have available for our listeners and viewers at this time.
All right. So the book is titled Rogue. Um, it's the first book that I will write that I will put a disclaimer in,
Mm,
so that our readers will not be too offended by some of the strong language.
yeah,
But um, it's a book that actually caught me by surprise.
yeah,
I tell people when you ask me, what's your favorite book? I say that's like asking me which of the kids
yeah.
is my favorite. But this time around, this book caught me by surprise because I actually started writing this book. I had a story idea, but God sort of just took over that story and brought something else out of it. So
Mm,
by the time I'm finishing the book, I'm like, wow, this is not how I thought this book will end. It's like the story just sort of like changed, and there was a message in the story that I didn't see coming. But it's titled Rogue. It's on Amazon, of course, and it's a book about second chances. When I started writing this book, I wanted to write a book that would address, failures as Christians, disappointments. Sometimes things happen, and you ask God, why? God,
yeah.
why would this happen to me? And that was the theme that I was, gunning for
Mm,
when I started writing the book. And it is still the theme of the book. It's about people who we're not perfect, we're believers, we trust God for things, but then sometimes we believe so much that we're in a good place with
yeah,
God. And
yeah.
then when things happen, we're like, why? Why would this happen to me
Mm,
when I'm loving on God? When I love God, I worship Him, I go to church, I pay my tithes, I
yeah.
do everything for God. Why am I losing things?
Mm,
So that's actually the theme, the broad theme of the story.
right. Now, I heard you mention before. Is this actually your first book release, or is this a follow up to something that you have previously written before?
So it's not a follow up to anything I've written. Well, I've written this story before on my blog. Like I wrote this story like 9 years ago on
Oh,
my blog, but it was the very very short form of it. And then the story just didn't leave me alone. So I
mm,
I just started writing it all over again, and now I fleshed it out more than what I had on the blog, changed it a little bit, and it's not my first book. Like I started writing in 2003,
mm.
and I've written about 50 books to date. But this is a
Wow.
standalone novel
Right.
on its own. Yes, it's a contemporary women's fiction. You could call it romantic suspense. Um, yeah, that's it.
Wow. Well, I am so grateful to be one of the avenues that you have chosen to travel in order to present this publication out to people around the world. And once again, we thank God for the additional networks that have decided to chime in on today for this
Thank you.
conversation and adjusting their schedule to do so. God bless them for that. And all
Thank
of our viewers and listeners around the world. Simi is here once again. She is one of our featured authors on the GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. Simply click on that tab and it will take you to the necessary location. You click on that book cover, and of course, that will take you to the necessary location to find out more intimate information and details about the author as well as the publication. Now, I got to ask you this. Now, you said this is a standalone.
Mhm.
I got to ask, what was the writing process somewhat more difficult for the standalone project, or was it something that just came naturally to you?
That's a very good question, and it's a question that I'm so happy to answer. This book, like I said, took me by surprise.
Mm,
I started writing this book in 2021, and for for a story that I'd written on my blog before,
mm-hmm.
I was so sure I was going to be done in maybe a few months, and I'll have a book out.
Right.
Well, this book, um I started having, I wouldn't call it like a writer's block because I knew exactly what I wanted to write, but I think it was just God redirecting me on what to write,
Yeah.
because I wanted the story to just like go the way it was on the blog, and just like maybe write a few more scenes so that it will be a feature novel and not just a small novel.
Yeah.
But some characters that I didn't know, that didn't exist in the story that I wrote on the book blog, just kind of started coming out, like introducing themselves, like,
Uh,
I am supposed to be in your book and you have to write
ah.
things about me.
Wow.
That sort of like confused me at first,
Mm-hmm.
because I was like, this is not how I was thinking this was gonna go. But so intermittently, I would just drop it. I
Yeah.
would write for like maybe a week and then just drop it for like a month,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Now.
sometimes longer. And I would have to read everything I'd written,
Mm.
uh, and then take it up from there and then drop it again. And that happened on and on off for 3 years. And this
Wow.
year, yeah,
You know,
this year,
that
I
is
said I needed to finish this book. Yes.
that that's amazing. I mean, and let me ask you this, Simi.
Yeah.
When you look back over the process and you look back over the content of the publication that you were led to release to the people, what would you like the readers to take away from this particular book? I mean, what is it that is in your right mind that you would hope and pray that the readers will take away once they read this publication?
So, like I said, it's a story about second chances.
Mm.
I would like the readers to know that God is a God of second chances, and yes,
Wow.
God is a God of second chances, and He comes through. God knows what's best for
Oh,
us.
yeah.
It may not look like it when we're in the process. It may not look good,
Mm-hmm.
but God always knows what's best for us.
Yeah.
And um, God doesn't, I don't believe God punishes people, but
Right.
sometimes some things we do have consequences.
Right.
And
Wow.
so in this book, you see it looked like, oh, because you didn't do this, that's why you didn't do that. No, it's more like, when you let things, when you leave things
Uh
that
huh.
you're supposed to do, you face the consequences. And
Right.
sometimes the consequences are not nice.
Right.
And
Right.
God can't really save you. You just need to go through that
Yeah.
to realize, oh, this is why I went wrong, and this is what I did wrong, and that's why I'm facing this kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it did answer for me. I mean, like writing this book answered that question for me,
Right.
because I had been thinking, like, why do good people suffer?
Yeah.
Why do we get into trouble? Why do we do the right things and then things still don't go the way we want or the
Right.
way we feel? And it's because from, I mean, like from my book Rogue, that's what I'm learning. Like sometimes we do other things that have consequences.
Yeah.
And when those consequences come, we just need to go through them and, learn our lessons.
Wow.
Mm.
Well, let me. I know this is going to be challenging, and I got to ask, when you look back over the process once again, and you see where this particular publication began,
Mm.
and the journey you went through, the process, the ups and downs, the left and rights. I want to ask you this: when you finally reach the destination of it being released out there, and you get to where you were from to where you are now, what's next? What's next for you when it comes to you being an author as well as releasing this publication?
Well, right now, what's next right now is I want this book to be out there,
Mm,
and I want to try and do some marketing, focus my attention, my energy, time,
mm-hmm.
funds, and pushing it out there. But I'm a writer. I'm writing
Yeah.
all the time, and
Right.
I'm also excited. I'm working on something, a small series. Well, it's just this is a part of books in my series. For Valentine's Day,
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that I will be able to finish that up for Valentine's Day. I'm almost done writing, and this is a very small book. It's
Mm.
nothing like Rogue. It's like maybe five times smaller than Rogue, but
Mm.
I have this series that's called the True Dream series, and they're just very short romance novels, which um, I enjoy writing them, and I've had a few people say they enjoy reading them as well.
Yeah.
So I'm right now working, pu- publishing, um, on not publishing, sorry, promoting Rogue,
Uh huh.
and also working on the book for February,
Okay. Wow. And
Valentine's Day,
once again, I,
particularly.
I mean, it's a pleasure to be a part of the platform and the road
Thank
you've
you.
traveled to allow us to assist you. And I want you to know, before I ask you the next question, I want you to know that if there's anything that we can continue to do and assist you while you're on this journey with getting this information out there, because we want people to share it. We want people to show their love, care, concern, and support. Purchase a copy, share a copy with all of the followers, family, and friends. But if there's anything we can do to continue to assist you, we know that you have the number and we want you to use that number. Pick the phone
Okay.
up. Give me a call. Don't you text, don't chat, don't tweet. Call me and let me
Okay.
know what it is that we can do to assist you. And I want you to know when you do so, the answer will always be yes, and you will never have to ask me twice to do so, okay?
Yeah, thank you so much for that. Thank
Oh,
you.
and I know there's going to be a lot of people out there that's going to want to show their support for you. I want you to let them know how is it that the book can be received? How can they purchase it today? Where can they find it?
So right now the book is on Amazon. You can go on Amazon.com. If you put in my name with Rogue, it comes up immediately. If you put in Rogue alone, you may see a lot of other
Mm,
things. But yeah,
I
but if
can
you
imagine.
put in my name with Rogue to search for the book, it comes up straight
Mm,
up.
okay.
It's also on bookshop.org. It's a website that Ingram Spark uses to, sell their books. I also have it on a website called seller.co.
Mm-hmm.
That's S for Sam, E for Eddie, L for Larry, A for Apple, R for Robert, dot co.
Ah,
So, but again, you need to search because there are just a lot of things on there
right.
as well.
Well, and we don't want them to forget about little old GMAP Broadcast Network,
Mm,
down here in the lower left hand corner in small print. If they want
mm.
to, of course, find out where the book can be purchased and so on, show their support, you're more than welcome. Stop by gmap1.com. Once again,
Yeah.
Simi is one of our featured authors. Click on the tab that is titled Featured Authors. You'll see a copy of the publication I'm currently showing you on our screen, Rogue, a novel, and of course, you click on that copy, it will, as I said before, take you to the necessary location to find out more intimate information and details about the author, as well as the publication, how you can get yours today. We encourage you and will continue to encourage you day after day, week after week, month after month, even year after year. Pick up your copy, show your support, and share. And when you do so, please don't forget to leave a review. Please
Yeah.
leave a review. Let the people know, like she said before, she did have to leave a disclaimer so you all know it's not a surprise to you, some of the content that you read in this publication. But please, when you do so, go back, take a few minutes out of your time, and leave a review. Now, Simi, if somebody wanted to reach out to you on a more, I guess you could say, individual basis, what's
Yeah.
the process? How can you be reached? How can they contact you?
I am live and direct on Facebook. My first name, my last name. You can send me a message on Facebook or on Instagram. It's still my first name and my last name. I'm also on TikTok currently. I just
Mm.
joined TikTok actually. But the best, easiest ways will be, to contact me on Facebook or
Ah.
Instagram.
And of course, if they
And
have any problems, I want them to
mm,
know they can also contact me here at GMAP Broadcast Network, and I'll be sure to connect the dots.
yes,
I am so excited. I want you to continue to keep me updated on some of the things that you may have going on in the very near future. Maybe a book signing, maybe an event. Maybe you're just somewhere sharing your publication with other individuals. But if there's anything that we can do to assist you and some information we can share with the people, don't hesitate. Give me a call. Let me know what it is that we can do to assist you while you're on this journey, okay?
yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so, so much.
Oh, believe me, it is my pleasure. Once again, we appreciate your time on today. We appreciate you accepting the invitation to be one of our featured authors here on the GMAP Broadcast Network. Looking forward to some outstanding and amazing things in the very near future. We'll continue to let the world know. Pick up your copy today. All right? Rogue, and
Thank you
I'm
so
calling
much.
I'm calling you Simi because I don't want to mispronounce your name, but I do have it on the screen so people can see it. But why don't you say your name in full force one time?
Okay, it's Simisola Oguyinka. Simisola
Simi
Oguyinka.
Sola,
Yes,
and I'm not going to even try to pronounce your last name. I'm just going to leave that
that's
alone.
right.
I'm going to leave it alone. I'm just going to say Simi Sola Simi,
Yes,
and leave it just like that. Once again, my goodness, we appreciate your time.
thank
Don't
you so
forget,
much.
Rogue, show your love, care, concern, and support. Pick up your copy today. And of course, as I said before, please don't forget to leave a review. Let her know that you appreciate what she's doing and what she's releasing out to the people. It's great to have, it's great to share. Show your support, pick up a copy, and don't forget, leave a review. Continue to tune in here on the GMAP Broadcast Network. I'm sure we'll have more information and some of the things Simi has coming up in the future. Until next time, I want you all to continue to be blessed and be a blessing. Simi, you take care, take it easy, and well, if it's good to you, take it twice, okay? And
Thank you,
of
sir. You
course,
take
I
care
want
too.
you to have a fantabulous rest of your evening, and thank you once again so much for joining us here on the GMAP Broadcast Network, okay?
Thank you so much. The pleasure is mine. Thank
God
you.
bless you. We'll talk soon. Take care.
Yeah, take care. Bye.
Boom.